What's up, everybody? Welcome to all new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another new week of news, nerds, and a protest is over. Anyway, we're gonna get all into that. I am Jason X over here. My good buddy Cass.
My name's Cass.
My other good buddy Cat. I'm just gonna introduce you as my brother Cass, my brother Cat, and my other brother Daryl.
Yeah, but if we say brother, are we allowed to say brother?
I don't think so.
It's a joke, though. Are you really? You really? That? No, you're not. No.
Just checking.
Black Twitter watches the show.
I can't ask you off screen.
Yeah,
clearly.
Really. Anyway, I'll explain it at the council later. Anyway, over there making everything look great and sound wonderful, it is Cora.
Hi, the brick is back.
Stop bringing that thing.
No. During the month of Pride, we have a brick.
She's a brick.
How?
Okay, you can have it here. Just don't, take it other places. Anyway. So we are back. This is a week without a convention.
Yeah.
We can get back to doing things that we like doing, like playing D&D, hopefully. And, Kat just got a panic look on her face. I like trying to
wasn't panic.
I mean,
longing.
You should panic.
Oh, I should panic.
not this weekend. No. This isn't our D&D weekend.
No, not this weekend. This is my weekend for getting drunk. And if you happen to have, because it is National Bourbon Day on Saturday.
Woo!
And if you are planning any other events on Saturday, I'd just like to remind y'all, wear your sunscreen, comfortable clothing, goggles and a mask. Don't take your phone or turn it completely off, and ride public transportation. Any other helpful tips for the weekend of partying if you're going to do anything, guys?
It gets really hot out there, so heat-resistant gloves.
Ooh.
If you're planning on picking up any hot stones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've heard that milk is actually quite hydrating, so have a gallon of milk or two on the way home.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, yeah. It's really healthy for your eyes. Really healthy.
So, yeah, just keep that in mind if you happen to be doing anything this weekend, and just stay safe.
And you don't want to get sweat in your eyes, so don't wear makeup.
Yeah.
And if
or maybe wear AI confusing makeup. I want to try a look.
Oh yeah, that'll be a fun
facial
look.
recognition.
Yeah. Fake beards are fun.
Either way, just, have fun and be careful out there on June 14th, National Bourbon Day.
National Bourbon Day.
Yes.
Let me put that down.
Be peaceful.
Peaceful Bourbon Day.
Yes.
Bourbon
Anyway,
Peaceful Day.
We had some news today that no one wanted to cover, except for me and Cora, apparently. So, Mel Brooks, after, Jesus, man,
Don't look at me for a year, because I don't know.
He's only 92. Why wouldn't he be doing stuff?
I mean, well, no, I'm not talking about, Mel Brooks is going to, work until...
1987.
1987.
Yeah, that's before I was born. Not by much, but
I was unfortunately born. I was 9
I
when
was
this movie came out.
unfortunately born. Title of your autobiography.
that actually is a good time.
that was the year my sister was born.
Oh, cool. Anyway, but he has announced they are working on Spaceballs 2. It only took him a couple years to get it done.
Well, I think they've already been working on it because he's slated it for next year's release.
So, 2026 we are getting a sequel to the...
Oh, no, I'm sorry, was it 2026 or 2027?
Back me up here. So, we're getting a sequel. And one of the best news to come out of this is Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement for this.
I didn't see that.
Rick Moranis will be coming out of retirement for this movie. This man does not need to act anymore.
Do you know when
I mean,
quit? It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
He did it for his
quit to
kids.
raise his kids.
Yeah.
And they're
After his wife
probably,
passed.
and they're probably full grown by now.
Well,
So, he can
let's
do it.
let's not forget Ryan Reynolds got him to come out of retirement for a freaking commercial for Mint Mobile.
Yeah, 2027.
Actually, I love that he was like, so why am I here? Oh, the phone cell's fine. We're not worried about that. I'm just a real big fan.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the most pure Ryan Reynolds moment we're going to get, which I have an impure Ryan Reynolds story for this show, by the way.
I want to say, it's not that I didn't want to cover it. I didn't feel qualified.
Okay.
When it comes to Mel Brooks, I am aware that there is a rich history, a lot of which I don't know. I've seen a few of his movies and very, very much enjoyed them, but I did not feel qualified to do Spaceballs 2.
I think you should go watch the teaser trailer because it is a long crawl of a very long explanation, and it is worth every second I watch this thing. Yeah. Mel Brooks is back. I'm so glad. This is one of my favorite movies, honestly.
Yeah.
It had its own theme song.
I don't want to say that Spaceballs is one of my favorite movies of his because I like some of his other work better.
Oh, yeah.
But I do quite enjoy it, especially if you enjoyed the first Star Wars movie. Then Spaceballs is fun because it's just a parody of that movie.
Yeah, I am interested to see, like, what is he going to parody?
Yeah.
Like, is he going to just go through the Star Wars that has come out since then?
I mean, there's plenty. In fact, they go in great length in the crawl. All the Star Wars that have come out since then. But there's only been one, Spaceballs.
I think, like, it's time for his off-brand humor. That's like, is it offensive and does it hold up? Sometimes a little bit, but, like, he's doing it right. He was out there doing sets right. He was advocating for, underrepresented communities and stuff. And, like, everybody who works with him says they really liked working with him. So, like, there's a brand of, like, edgy and offensive that we need on the left. And, like, Mel Brooks is it.
Said 2027. He will be 100.
What a way to celebrate his 100th
his
birthday.
birthday's the day before mine.
In
that's
several
fun.
years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a couple years difference.
Only a couple.
But yeah, he will straight up be 100.
Bill Pullman
That's great.
also going to be involved.
Yeah.
Love
He's
Bill
not
Pullman.
dead.
He's not dead.
Okay, he has to get Tim Russ back. If you don't know who Tim Russ is, he played Tuvok in Star Wars Voyager and many other roles. And he recently did a video where he was combing a little sand garden. He said, all of these roles I've done, he's going through this, and everyone knows him for this. We ain't found shit.
I was gonna ask if he was the dude that said that. I feel so bad. That line. So I hadn't seen anything about Spaceballs at all before I watched it. That line made us pause the movie because I couldn't stop laughing.
And that was Tim Russ. It was one of his first roles.
That whole bit is like my favorite in the movie. It's not even that funny, but it tickles me.
My favorite part is the assholes. Who made that man a gunner? I did, sir. He's my cousin. Who is that? He's an asshole, sir. I know that.
You have to watch Spaceballs when you're in the right mood. But
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're in the right mood, just the opening shot
Oh, yeah.
of the
We break for
spaceship
no one.
forever. Just more and more spaceship.
And
gets
also
to me.
the whole Mr. VCR bit with the tape. What the hell am I looking at? Now. This is now, sir. Can we go back? No. When do we go back? Can we go back? No. We missed it. When? Just now. When will then be now?
soon.
Oh, man. Just
Quite good.
one of the best movies ever, and I'm so glad we're going to... It's one of my favorites, so... Because I'm a Star Wars fan, so of course I love spoofs of Star Wars, so... I had to beg my grandparents to take me to this movie, and then they found how vulgar it was after we got there. Like, I was 9, so... I lied. I said it was like Star Wars, which I wasn't technically wrong.
In a lot of ways.
I
The
mean,
Christmas special was pretty vulgar.
I was like my grandfather going, "Oh, that's a Mel Brooks movie. I like Mel," and I could see in his eyes he was like, "Wait a minute, I'm watching Blazing Saddles."
Yeah, if you've ever seen a Mel
Oh,
Brooks
God.
movie, you know what's happening.
Oh man, so yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Go. Let's do this, Mel. Anyway, cool. So we got to talk about Spaceballs. My day is made. I can leave now. Bye. No.
Sure.
no.
That I
still have
expected
other
more
stuff
like
to talk about.
Like,
no,
I-
you
you can
cannot
stay
shut your
adjacent.
mouth for more than 45 seconds.
I do speak at about 150 words per minute.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know it's kind of fast. Anyway, let's go ahead and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news. It's always rough when they tell you how many words per minute you speak.
You
Oh.
you said that yourself.
No, someone
Oh,
told me that, unfortunately. Anyway,
Oh.
last year, right before we went to San Diego Comic-Con, of course, we had the voice actors striking, and we were very supportive of SAG Group as they were out there on the picket lines looking for fair wages and, a better AI policy with some of the work they're doing. Well, I can happily announce that the strike has been suspended. A deal has been tentatively reached, not yet signed, but it's enough that actors can get off the picket lines now and go back to work. This is a great victory for SAG-AFTRA. Is it AFTRA? I'm saying it right? Okay. SAG-AFTRA. So nothing has been ratified, but the SAG National Board will meet in special session June 12th to consider the agreement. If it approved, it will be sent out for ratification by the union's membership in accordance with the established policy. Details of the agreement will be released at that time. So July 26th, 2024. This was like right after we arrived for San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You guys got to attend, we went to the first one, the first year we went, for the, that was more directly towards the AI stuff though, right?
They were both very, very heavy on AI. This was the video game instead of the sort of overall blanket.
I missed the one that y'all went to this year.
It was very much about AI still.
Okay.
But it had a lot more to do with like motion capture and stuff. Like actors aren't being fully AI in the same way that like voice actors. So that was a big part of it. Is like motion capture artists, but also they want to take AI and not just apply it like in a James Earl Jones way to the rest of his voice, but like change it. So like they have their token queer character here, so they're going to make other queer characters who sound slightly different, but this ain't like that.
Yeah.
That they were really fighting.
It's very insidious.
To clarify, this will secure better pay and protections against AI. If this is ratified. We are pleased to reach a tentative contract agreement that reflects the important contributions of SAG-AFTRA represented performers in the video games. This was from the negotiating committee. Oh, that's our boy.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Duncan Ireland Crabtree.
This agreement builds on 3 decades of successful partnership between the interactive entertainment industry and the union. It delivers historic wages increase over 24% for performers, enhanced health and safety protections, industry-leading AI provisions requiring transparency, consent, and compensation for the use of digital replicas in games. We look forward to continue to work with performers to create new and engaging entertainment experiences for billions of players throughout the world. This is amazing. Look, it took a year.
Yeah.
And it got done. So we can go back to, no games. There are probably some games that are delayed because of this, and, rightfully so.
Yeah.
I'm happy anytime that, the man has to pay up. I'm going to be quite honest.
For work.
Exactly. No, this isn't like they have to give up money.
Work, yeah.
They got huge profits, and they weren't against AI. They never were. They wanted better representation. If you are going to use us, you need to let us know, and you need to pay us accordingly.
Yeah.
That was a big thing they were talking about is consent, the idea of like knowing what your voice is going to be used for and agreeing to that.
Yeah. And I saw like people come, oh, well, did they actually? Yes, they were writing up contracts that say basically your voice belongs to us in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bonkers.
Absolutely
Out
not.
of the known universe and beyond.
You don't literally telling people your voice will no longer be yours and we can use it. Absolutely. No. So, yeah. A win for the actors. Get back to work. We know quite a few of them that we love their work and we love them. So, yeah. This is great news. I wanted to start off with this. I'm very happy about it. We've kind of been ingrained with it, and it was one of those things where when they were doing the strike and we first went out to San Diego, I was not on board all the way. Until y'all convinced me. And we went to that meeting, and I was just like, I was wrong.
It's an important thing to talk about, yeah.
Yeah. I'll admit, I was not so much wrong, but not fully seeing the scope of everything. And, yeah, I was happy to have my eyes open. And congratulations to all the actors. Also, Lindsay. She's awful cute.
That's
anyway,
fair. Yeah. She absolutely is.
Happy for all of them.
Yeah.
Please live stream playing Stellar Blade. What is Stellar Blade?
It's the new PS exclusive.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I have no idea what
The
Stellar
name
Blade
is
is.
so familiar.
Off the
Hold
top of
on.
my head.
Yeah.
But I
it's
will check it out. Thank you for the
It's
recommendation.
out, like pre-ordered
Cool.
God of War for PlayStation.
I've been looking for something to play. I was thinking about getting into Expedition 33, but anyway. All right, guys. Cass.
Speaking of delayed video games,
Oh boy.
happy 3-year anniversary to that time that Microsoft confirmed that Silksong would be playable within 12 months. That anniversary is today. That didn't happen. They did say Silksong will be available to play before holiday 2025. Now, what does holiday mean?
And what year is it?
Which holiday?
I'm probably they mean Christmas.
Yeah.
They could mean Juneteenth.
They have
That might
Well,
be
then that's
wishful
next week.
thinking on my part.
their holiday showcase is a specific time, like October 31st, I think, is when it starts.
Something like that.
Yeah, holiday season.
I will say, recently on a live stream from a YouTuber, I think I'm saying it correctly, Primicon, one of the Hollow Knight devs, Primicon was kind of joking about silk posting, which is essentially on the Silksong subreddit when people post fake announcements for when it's coming out.
It is the majority of the activity.
It is the majority of the activity on that subreddit. And one of the devs snuck into his chat and said, it's not going to be over when Silksong comes out because DLC ? And I'm like, no, do not. No. Do not tease me. It's not even out. No, stop. Stop talking about it. I can't deal with it. That being said, holiday 2025 Silksong definitely coming because Microsoft said it, and this time they're not lying. Probably.
Can we also talk about one of my favorite cosplayers, Miss Twisted, doing
Gorgeous.
a Silksong
Gorgeous Hornet.
cosplay? This was a 3-day build for her.
I can
Yes.
do that in 3 days.
Amazing work.
I might try to do that in 3 days at some point.
I think I tagged Cass on like.
Oh,
no!
you absolutely did, and I really want to do it. It'll come out, and I believe that. I'm having a really hard time trusting Microsoft. They've lied to me before.
Yeah.
That sounded like so much cope. Just like
Just remember, if I can have Suikoden, you will get Silksong.
And
Less people per asking
What is
for
it?
Suikoden.
I believe it's silly, but I believe from Miracle on 34th Street.
They did replace the Silksong 2-second preview with a Deadpool one for the subreddit show.
They did. Oh, the subreddit was really mad about that one.
Oh yeah, I saw that there was a recent I think it
Called
was
the Deadpool incident now.
there was a recent games thing happening.
Yeah, it wasn't State of Play. It was
And
together
they-
because
well-
they're missing E3.
Yeah, and they joked about Silksong, so everyone was like, "Oh, we're getting a Silksong trailer at the end."
That's rude.
And then they didn't show that, and the
people
guy
got
that
real
was
mad.
talking about it just looked so defeated from the beginning. I was like, "Yeah."
Everybody was so oh, whatever, when I was mad about Ragnarok being delayed, so all you guys can suck it. And I
Anyway.
never wanted Overwatch 2.
Silksong definitely coming out probably.
wow.
Hopefully.
Gotta remember to make some
Cat.
So, speaking of things that are definitely maybe coming out,
desperation of
a
bots.
couple of
Seriously.
weird minor updates. In Slow Horses, we know who Nick Mohammed is going to play. Nick Mohammed is Nate from Ted Lasso, just a wee little guy.
Mhm.
He's going to play the mayor of London,
That's amazing.
which, in Slow Horses, it's about, basically England's Secret Service. So every politician is corrupt as in it. So he's showing up just to get whatever. Apparently, a big part of season 5 hinges on everybody being suspicious of Roddy having a glam girlfriend. Roddy is
The worst.
worst of the worst in IT, but a very real stereotype. Also, we don't know when season 5's coming. They haven't told us, but they have been pumping out seasons for
Very
that
quickly.
show. Also, in The Diplomat, Netflix's series with Kerry Russell, which I do recommend that you watch. It's good. Bradley Whitford is coming on in a West Wing reunion to play Allison Janney's husband. I won't tell you who Allison Janney's character is exactly because it changes in the show.
Sure.
Like, it's a political
Like her position.
drama. Yeah.
It's not like a
Things get-
twin situation.
No, things get shaken up and her position gets elevated because of some, oh my god, stuff. Anyway,
Okay.
that we know is supposed to come out in fall 2025. It's a good Netflix show. Watch it. That's all.
I just
a
need
couple
Nick
little
Mohammed
updates.
to be condescending to River at some point in season 5.
He's gonna be like,
Yeah. It's going to be great.
All right. So there are two things that are well known on this channel. One is that Cass will cry about Silksong and pray that it will come out soon. And two is that I will talk about Suikoden somehow on the same day.
Yeah.
So I got Suikoden news.
Oh my god.
So I was browsing Steam, as you do, you know, and I found this. Suikoden Starleap is officially going to be on the PC via the Steam store whenever it is released, as well as mobile, which means that I can officially play it because I wasn't going to play it on my phone, honestly.
Yeah.
My phone would die.
For sure.
And like that's all this story is just, hey, it's going to be on Steam, so make sure you go wishlist it. It's going to be great, and I will... Y'all won't see me. Like, I make that joke a lot, but like y'all really won't see me.
none of us think you're joking.
Oh, good. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
the
not.
depth to which I will disappear when Silksong comes out is
Oh yeah,
for real, for real.
I don't expect to see you for a minimum of a week.
Yeah.
Like a maximum of a month.
As long
Yeah,
as
because
that
I'm
shit's
also
on
quite
headphones.
bad at video games. So
Yeah.
it's going to take me a while.
Like the week is because like there will be a point you get frustrated and you will come out of the cave
Yeah,
For-
probably.
like to get like that little dose of vitamin D from the sun and water and then disappear again.
No, you should see her. She looks like a gremlin diva.
See, I'm imagining her like sneaking in, hunched, blanket over her head so the light isn't too bright as she just like grabs a water bottle
Yeah.
and then skitters
I
back
have to
like a
have my
bug.
headphones because Kat doesn't like the
don't like the
soundtrack.
It's creepy.
It is creepy. Yeah, the Hollow Knight soundtrack, super creepy in moments.
Especially if you're not playing it.
And I assume Silksong's going to have a very creepy, at least one section.
Yeah.
So.
The Suikoden soundtrack won't be creepy. It will be very
No,
pretty.
It's quite lovely.
It's
Yeah.
quite lovely. Everyone, please go wishlist this on Steam. It is very clear that Konami is looking at things like pre-orders and wish lists and things like that to determine like interest, because that's why we're getting Starlink. That's why we're getting an anime, and all of that is because the pre-orders alone for the remasters were so big. So if you want to continue getting Suikoden, go wishlist it on Steam.
And even if you don't, do it for Cora.
Yeah, even if you don't plan to play this,
No.
just do it for me. Do it for me. I could just do that for you, actually.
That's true.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
am
are
on
now.
your
Okay.
Let's
computer.
do your shit.
I mean, whatever.
That's all. I've got Jason.
37 years. 37 years since the introduction of a little anime called Jordan Samurai Troopers, better known in the US as Ronin Warriors. This series has, for just existing for a very short amount of time in the US, has been beloved. It had action figures. It recently re-released some action figures. And now we are finally getting a sequel to Samurai Troopers, Yara Shinden Samurai Troopers, and it's coming January 2026. This will follow the adventures of a new warrior named Guy, who dons the Inferno armor, but he will be joined by other members of the troopers. They look to have like a tattoo on the back of their neck, which will activate this mystical armor. The animation absolutely looks fantastic. I don't know if this is getting a dub. I'm pretty sure it will. This is Samurai. This is Ronin Warriors. It's got to come here. It's got to get a dub. I'm going to still watch it as it is. But yeah, this is coming from the team that brought us Mobile Suit Gundam Origin as well.
Oh, classic.
Shut up. You didn't know anything about that. But anyway, I am 1986 through 1989. I had to get up. This was like one of the first cartoons you had to wake up in the morning to watch because that was the only time they played it. I've been crazy about this. Cora and I were in a secondhand shop that happened to have a small section with toys, and she was looking through some of the plastic bag, and I happened to notice the familiar leg armor of one of those figures, and I want to apologize for that rude thing, but I basically said, "What the fuck?"
You did very violently push me out of the way.
I didn't. I moved your hand gently, but
No, I understood when I saw what it was.
instantly forgiven, mind you. And they were not in great shape, but they were very vintage. But yeah, this is a series that just refused, as far as like in fans, refused to die.
You recognized, I'm sorry, looking at the picture, that looks like a boot. That looks like an anime boot.
Yeah.
Look
That
at
looks
it,
like
though.
every anime
So-
boot
No, it
I've
doesn't.
ever seen in my
Look
life.
at the heel.
The way that the armor is molded is distinct.
I will show you. Here,
It's
I got
very
the image right
distinctive,
here.
yeah.
Look, see that? That was what I saw.
Oh,
and I knew
like
exactly-
from Power Rangers.
I mean,
Okay,
you say that in a condescending way, but
So my favorite thing about Ronin Warriors, because I didn't watch it in the 80s because I was born in 89. I was born the year it stopped airing. But they started showing it on Toonami later. That's where I saw it. What drew me to this is I was already really into Sailor Moon, and I loved shonen, and then this was shonen, but they had magical girl transformations complete with like flowers and all of that stuff, and instantly hooked. Is it cheesy? Oh yeah, it's so cheesy. I love it so much.
this looks amazing.
It looks so good.
I look at this
Very
animation.
pretty.
It's
Yeah.
this is what I needed in my life. It's a very short teaser. It's a pretty short teaser for something that's only January is not that far away.
So this is something they actually announced like 2 years ago, and I think we actually talked about it here, but we didn't have anything about what they were doing.
We're not like Cass. We're skeptical.
Well, no, we didn't have any information, and then they just
You don't just
shut
hope.
up. Speak for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
They did kind of just clam up about it.
They shut up. They'd release like promo images every now and then of like the original team, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And I just ate what I could get from that, and then just suddenly this week.
Well, they were
Poster.
doing an anniversary screening of the original Samurai Troopers cartoon, and they were just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, by the way," the worst kept secret ever. Everybody was just like,
Yeah.
"You're gonna give us
Yeah.
a series?" Like, yeah, of course we are.
Well, it was like this week, bam, poster, bam, teaser. And I cried a little bit.
Sure.
Also, look at this dude's hair. Just like that is.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm really curious.
He's got like a red star in his hair.
My biggest curiosity is I have two big curiosities. What are the rest of them going to look like? I'm very excited. I must know what my new Blorbo is going to look like.
Because
Two,
we only saw the back of their heads. in the
we
teaser.
only saw the back of their heads,
And the
except for
little
him.
tattoos.
But two, if they have any relations with the original cast, and if so,
Ooh.
how? Because it's a sequel, it's not a reboot or
Correct.
anything like that.
I don't know if I said
So,
that.
you did.
okay,
I'm
cool.
just
Just make sure.
reiterating that this is a sequel, which means that it's a continuation, which does mean that the original villains could show up again, which I'm going to be feral. I need to be very calm when this happens, because I just figure it's going to happen. But is the original cast going to show up, and in what capacity? Like, there's so many questions in, like, a positive way.
I
Not
can
that far away,
answer one of them. Is Cora going to be normal about it?
Uh-uh.
No.
Absolutely not. I've already
Neither one
not
of us
been,
will.
Question answered.
I've already not been normal about this series for a while.
We were talking, and she was like, "Hey, did you see this?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw it when they announced it. I was gonna nick this story from the show." And she let me have it.
Yeah,
She was
no,
very gracious about it.
He saw it first.
I did. I purposely did not put it in the
Gotta
chat.
respect the rule of dibs.
Yep, got it. And honestly, we were gonna talk about it jointly anyway, so like it
it's
didn't
gonna
matter.
happen, so. Yeah. New Samurai Troopers, awesome news. January 2026. Let's ring in the new year. I don't know where it's gonna play right now, but I'm gonna find it.
You know what? I'm gonna say this right here, right now.
Be gay, do crimes.
Well, yes.
Whoop, whoop.
Be gay, do crimes. But also.
You're welcome, Internet.
Anyway, but also. Actually, no, I am gonna get up into the camera's face.
What the
here.
hell?
If you do this on Crunchyroll exclusively, I will lose my freaking mind. Thank you. That is all. I think Crunchyroll is too expensive. So. I have my opinions.
No,
I
it's
should have
not
been
too
quicker on that one, huh?
expensive. You can totally watch subtitles and hear dubs at the same time.
Ugh,
Or use your
seriously.
friends.
Look, I don't mind the subtitle, like the dub sub argument it holds no water to me because I'll watch both. My problem is that Crunchyroll keeps raising their prices and trying to become a monopoly, and that's my problem. Let High Dive have it. High Dive has nothing. Or I say they have nothing. They have a lot of really good stuff and they focus a lot on the oldies. So let High Dive have it. Please. Give me a reason. But until that day, Cass.
I have kind of an official gripe, but I want to first talk about a TV show that I love. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is one of the best television shows I've ever seen in my life. It's just iconic. It's run by Amy Sherman Palladino, who you might know from Gilmore Girls. It might be The Gilmore Girls. I didn't watch it. Not my vibe. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, one of the best TV shows Amazon Prime has ever put out. And they know that.
Yes.
Like, The Boys is kind of their flagship series, but if there was a second one, it'd probably be Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So you'd think that when Amy Sherman Palladino put out her next show, that they would advertise it. And I want you to look at an image for her show, Étoile, which is the best French that I can do. You see at the bottom there, it says April 24th. Did anybody else see this image at any point?
Nope.
I think maybe I saw it when it got announced, but like, I didn't see a single advertisement for the show that Amy Sherman Palladino put out on Amazon after one of their most successful shows ever. I wanted to watch this show. I found out that this show came out yesterday.
Is this the one with Luke?
With Luke Kirby, who played Lenny Bruce in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. One of the best and most interesting relationships was her relationship with him, and she hired him again, and this show has already come out and already been canceled by Amazon Prime. It just got canceled. That's why I found out that it came out, is they announced that it got canceled. Because nobody was watching it, guys. And we're not gonna
newsroom all over it.
We're not gonna keep making a show if nobody watches it. I'm like, I am your target audience. And I didn't know this show was coming out. This is insane. And I've been on Amazon Prime because I got hyper obsessed with the different TV show, doesn't matter. I've been on Amazon Prime 24/7 for like 3 weeks. Nothing leverage. What happened? I need Amazon Prime to come talk to me and tell me what happened.
So, confession time.
You canceled this show?
No, but you know how we get screeners links?
Jason!
Oh no.
But we
I'm gonna
have
go ahead and just
separate
say-
Amazon Prime.
No, this is screeners. This
No,
is
no, no. I'm saying we have separate. They
so
could've
we
told us.
actually got it a while ago.
No, I
What?
know, but I'm saying we have another Amazon account that we access Prime from when we're not doing screeners, so they still should have showed us.
It's okay, Jason. I'm mad at you.
I'm sorry.
The fact that, yeah, but the fact
I was like, that name is familiar.
whoops. The fact that this did not come up on my Amazon at any point is absolutely bonkers. Literally, we are your target audience. We've watched that show. We've watched Mrs.
Multiple
Maisel
times.
on repeat since we started watching it.
I'll
It's a
turn
great
it on and
show.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, it's-
Anyway,
I can remember start telling you when like we get
you
more
gotta
screen
start
hits.
telling me, man.
We're
Okay.
reaching out for interviews. We're doing our stuff.
All right then.
That's my gripe. I'm done. Cat.
So let's do a 1-minute story for a short. So Knives Out new teaser is
Yay.
out. Go watch it. It's called Wake Up Dead Man. It is starring an all new cast other than Daniel Craig, Glenn Close, Josh O'Connor, Andrew Scott, Mila Kunis, Josh Brolin. It's coming out I think Christmas Day this year. New trailer has kind of new vibes, kind of a small town murder, a little horror-esque, like a little bit. Yeah. So teaser's out. Go watch the teaser, then go watch the movie when it comes out. One of the few things Netflix is doing well. So yeah.
I think it looks great.
Looks good.
It's really good.
Can't wait.
Oh, Jeremy Renner.
And I don't remember.
Jeremy Renner exists in this universe as himself.
He does. However, he is playing a different character. He is playing a doctor.
Jeremy Renner has a twin.
What?
Yeah.
I
twin
will-
who didn't even like crash in a snowmobile accident.
I will say my favorite thing just from the teaser is that he looks younger than he does in the Avengers movies, and I think it's just really funny that
Yeah.
it's just funny.
Yeah.
They're just running through old Avengers.
Oh, they are.
They are, and you know what? I support them
here for it.
because
I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. in one of these.
I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. get to play anything other than himself playing Iron Man.
I love that you
I
said
liked
it
him in
like
Oppenheimer.
it's
Yeah.
surprising. Like I would
I
actually,
would actually love to see
I
Robert
would-
Downey Jr. in something.
that's
It's weird, right?
Yeah, like,
not just in a muscle suit. Dude.
I love getting to see people, like actors, act opposite to what their biggest role is. Like Chris Evans, seeing him in the first Knives Out. I loved
Iconic.
seeing him being an absolute brat.
It was so good.
It was so good.
And then putting him in a sweater to try and make his muscles look smaller, which did not work.
It didn't, but you know what? It worked. It was
Over
so
there
great.
looking like Kingpin from the Spider-Man.
It's just like, man, his arms up on this. I'm like, it's so big though. I'm not even being thirsty. It's just
Yeah.
too big to
Mhm.
ignore.
Look,
Iconic. We'll watch all of these movies until they stop making them.
Or
Any-
until they drop to the level of poker face.
anyway. All right. So we got some new things this week for Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Hey.
We got a new poster, which I'm about to pull up here. And we have some new information. One, the release date is going to be December 5th, 2025. I think that was already well known, but good to know. If you want to watch the first before watching this next one, it'll be streaming on Stars.
Nice.
And now, for a quote
Yeah.
from Mr. Blum himself about the movie. We took here, let me go ahead and just bring myself back. Where's the button? Oh, that's not the button. That's the button. We took lots of criticism saying this is about the original FNAF movie. We took lots of criticism saying it was not scary, lacked blood, or strong scenes. We decided to implement all of that in the sequel. So it looks like the sequel is going to be scarier. It's going to be more bloody. It's going to have stronger scenes. So it's going to have more violent scenes. And he and Kaufman are both working to do so. And I am curious to see how that's implemented.
Interesting. I really liked the first one, actually. I'm
Yeah.
a really big fan.
Yeah.
But I'm also a fan of properties kind of maturing with their audiences. And so if you were 13 when the first one came out, you're going to be, I think, 16 or, 15, 16. And so, like, them kind of elevating the horror and the blood, I think works tremendously.
I mean, kind of, but at the same time, like, I have to be a little bit mad that they weren't always caught up with the FNAF audience, because resetting at the first movie,
You don't think it works?
I can understand why you'd be a little salty about it. It's so approachable that it's like Five Nights at Freddy's has always been pretty dark. Like, that's the whole cartoony thing. So I would
grown
like
man yell out. So
to see them appeal to their original video game audience and not steer so hard for consumers.
Yeah, I will say, in that same vein, like, the first FNAF game will always be a classic in, like, the jump scare genre. The second game did get scarier. So, like, they did start elevating the horror more and more with each one, and it looks like they might, and this is a big might because we still don't know a lot about the plot, it might incorporate elements from 3.
Yeah.
And this looks like if with the walkie-talkie, I don't remember fully if 2 had a walkie-talkie. I don't think it did. It might incorporate some stuff from Security Breach if that's the case.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for. I'm all for mixing the games together.
Especially because
this.
the timeline's so all over the place anyway.
There's
Unrecoverable.
like we've said before, there's an 8-hour video going over the timeline. It still doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm definitely a fan of them going more gory, more, all of that. I'm happy with it.
And I'm also excited because they had the golden animatronics in some of the pre-production photos that they had released, which means we're going to get the Bite of 87, which everyone should know the Bite of 87. That was something that was revealed in the 3rd game, so that's where we're getting that from. Or not 3rd game, 4th game. 4th game. Getting ahead of myself.
As do they.
As do they. But that also means we get to see Matthew Lillard be at his Lillardiest, as someone put it before.
I'm so happy for him.
I am too. I'm excited to see him be...
But didn't he die in the other?
Well, this is a flashback.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It would be a flashback, but also that means we do have the potential for some of the stuff that happens in the games where Springtrap shows back up. Whoop.
Yeah.
I'm here. I want that. I want to be scared shitless because Springtrap is anywhere in the building.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
that animatronic alone, like, it looks a little goofy out of context. But what, like,
wow.
I mean, yeah. But I watched someone playing that live, and knowing that that thing is stalking you at any point is the most horrifying feeling I've ever felt.
Yeah, which is like the basis of the games, is just knowing something's out there, and I love that.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We're going opening
Definitely.
night, I think.
Oh, yeah, in the theater, opening night, absolutely. Skipping the show, whatever.
Oh, yeah, we're there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. Everyone who even has an inkling of maybe, like, if you've had any curiosity about the franchise, just go watch the first movie. You don't need to have any prior knowledge. It's fine.
It's a good time.
And then you can watch the second one with us. This next thing I'm going to say is not confirmed, because no one will confirm anything until it happens. We're probably going to get Markiplier cameo as well.
Good.
Because he was unable to do the cameo prior due to the work on his own film that he's working on right now for Iron Lung. But he mentioned that he had more free time in his schedule around the time FNAF2 was announced, so I don't want much. I just think he should be there somewhere because it was mostly him that got it really popular.
Yeah, like a Matt Pat
He was
style.
a big part of that. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It would be
it was him before Matt Pat, at least in my heart.
Yeah, sorry, I meant style of his cameo in the first one. Like,
Yeah.
as big as that was, I think it would be great.
Yes, but he, regardless of who it was Mark first because I don't like Matt Pat.
Fair.
Jason, please take this back from me.
Okay, so a couple years ago, we got a Deadpool video game, which I actually loved. It was very good. Nolan North did the voice of Deadpool. He had done it in a couple of the animated series, so it was great. We are finally getting another Deadpool game. It will be on the Quest 3, unfortunately, and not a console game. So yeah, the MetaQuest 3 that's coming out. Well, that's out now. This game will be coming out next year. But the main thing I want to highlight is we got a new voice actor for Deadpool, and it's none other than Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh my god.
Doogie freaking Howser will be taking on the role of Wade Wilson, the Merc with the Mouth, in Deadpool VR, and that's great. I've heard the little teaser trailer they put out. Sounds funny. He's going to do a great job. And then there's Ryan Reynolds, who has responded to Neil Patrick Harris stealing his role of Deadpool by spoofing Doogie Howser. So, he is putting, as he was usurped as the role of Deadpool. So hours after the trailer game, he shared a video of basically him looking like this.
Oh, it's a good
I just messed it up. Hold on.
You ruined it.
And and narrating in the Doogie Howser style. Hold up. Sitting at a decades-old computer, by the way. Today I learned a lesson about buttholes. They don't teach you in medical school. People who steal your signature role are the biggest buttholes of all. No, I don't blame MetaQuest. Neil Patrick Harris is an amazing actor with a nurturing voice of an angel. But even though I haven't hit puberty yet, I still know you're totally getting screwed. Oh, so yeah, go check that out. He is being a very good sport along with it. Yeah.
This is how you should respond to somebody stealing your
This
signature role.
absolutely
Is spoof a TV show from 25, 30 years ago?
I don't care. It happened. So, yeah.
I love it.
Neil Patrick Harris, voice of Doogie Howser. I'm sorry, voice of Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds having a very mature response to it.
I mean, honestly, it's really wholesome.
I
It
love
really
it.
is.
Yeah.
It really is. I love it, but yeah. I want to play this game, but I have a MetaQuest 2, so I don't want to buy a whole system to look. It worked for.
Apparently, you have to buy and stream Stellar Blade.
I don't know
and
what this game is.
Exposition 33. It's a single player adventure.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
so. I'll
It's
check.
got pretty ladies in spacesuits.
Tell me more. I mean, well, that's pretty much all you need to tell. me. Anyway,
Isn't that it?
I mean, that was it. Yeah. Okay, cool. I will look this up. Anyway, all right, Cass.
So, Star Wars is looking to replace Kathleen Kennedy. She has been serving for a long time as the overseer of Star Wars. And the name Dave Filoni has been put out there. He is currently the creative director. Two things. First of all, Dave Filoni is maybe the biggest Star Wars fan that has ever been. And I understand that, and I like him for that role because of that. But
I'm not Dave Filoni.
a Disney exec had a rare salient point. Quote, the knock against him is that he might be too steeped in Star Wars lore and risk steering a show into dense mythology that loses a broader audience. He's not the Andor guy. He's the Ahsoka guy. And I heard this quote, and I remembered something. I kind of cast my mind back to Ahsoka.
Oh.
And I remember sitting there and watching Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just the who's who of, who is that? I'll remind you that a lot of the emotional stakes of this show are about rescuing a character that I had never met. Because I've watched all of the Star Wars movies. I've watched The Clone Wars. I've watched The Mandalorian. I don't know who these people are because I didn't watch one show. I didn't watch Rebels. I didn't know I was supposed to watch Rebels. Nobody told me I was supposed to watch Rebels, so I started Ahsoka. And they're like, oh, it's, what's her face?
You didn't
The
watch.
purple-haired. I didn't know I was supposed to. There's like 1,000 Star Wars TV shows out there. I didn't know I was supposed to watch Rebels. There's the green chick and the girl with the purple hair. I don't know who these people are. So, I feel like thinking Dave Filoni might be a little too steeped in Star Wars lore is a salient point.
Rebels is great.
I'm sure it is. But if you give me homework
That was
to watch before a TV show, I at the very least need to know what that homework
I
is.
disagree. I will not do your homework. I'm not going to do it. And also, that's not Dave Filoni. That's Patton Oswalt in a mustache and a hat. It's the biggest Star Wars fan of all time.
I'm sorry.
He's like, meh.
Rebels is amazing. It's one of my favorite. It was
Might
great
be.
Star Wars.
I didn't know what was supposed to... Nobody said prior to Ahsoka that Rebels was required viewing.
It was.
And it was.
Totally was.
You can't do that.
I really want the guy who said that he didn't do the cameo by What's-Her-Face because it would have been lame. That's Tony Gilroy. That's who I want.
Anyway.
Except Tony Gilroy does not want to do more Star Wars.
And Kevin B in the chat's correct. But anyway, yeah, Rebels is great. Animation, loved it.
Sure it is.
It was definitely go check it out. But have you ever heard Dave Filoni got the interview for Star Wars?
He out-nerded.
No. The initial, like, he got the call. I don't know. And he was working on Avatar and thought it was someone with Nickelodeon messing with him. So he basically had a condescending tone the whole, oh, you want me to come in to pitch a show? Oh, yeah, okay. And when do you want me to come in? Monday? Oh, okay, sure. What time? Oh, I'll be there. And then at the end, he was like, wait, is this real? They're like, yeah, we want you to come in Monday. He was like, oh. Like, he thought that someone at Nickelodeon was messing with him.
Oh. I have two things to say about that. One is that Kevin B requested that we pitch and/or season 2 to him because he couldn't get into it. And we're like, easy. And we said like 3 or 4 things about feminism and
revolution and rebellion.
And he was like, oh, okay. So I'm glad he's been enjoying it. He hasn't been texting us about it, so this is brand new to us.
It prepares you for season 3 of Andor.
Season 3. The other thing that I had to say, hang on. David Cornsweet, the new Superman, when James Gunn called him to offer him the part, had a very similar reaction. What? He said, this is James Gunn, I'm calling about Superman. And he said, can you prove that this is James Gunn?
Fair, honestly.
How would you prove it's James Gunn?
I'd selfie, I guess, holding up today's newspaper like a random object.
Make it a video call and
like
just turn the camera around.
Something.
Yeah,
it would have to be a video call. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say if he proved. Can you prove that? Blah blah blah.
Your mic's out.
Yeah.
Your mic is.
We got to turn it back on.
I wonder how long it's been off.
Nobody told me.
Well, we just
no one has said anything in the chat. So
either my comments are normally unremarkable.
People just thought you were far away.
Yeah.
We're hoping that's going to work out. Anyway.
Yeah, Dave Filoni, skeptical. I want to be able to, at the very least, know what I'm going into, know if it is a standalone story.
I see your point. So, yeah. Because, you would have had to really watch Rebels to get into a story.
Got no idea who these bitches are.
So
they seem
care.
nice.
Anyway.
Some of them seem nice. Some of them seem like dumbasses.
Kat?
So I don't have like a third official story, but I did see just now that... What?
Woo!
Why are you staring?
Did you ask why I was staring?
He just loves Batman.
He loves Batman.
In my defense, it was just now I
Just now
it's hard
you loved
to blame
Batman
too
now
much.
You loved Batman
I might
just
as
very
well
briefly.
say be gay, do crimes on mine with the Batman symbol. Anyway, so Lewis Pullman, Bill Pullman's son, is in talks to join his dad in Spaceballs.
Yes!
For some role.
Yes!
Lewis Pullman was amazing in Thunderbolts, and this is all I want to see now.
Wait, who was he in Thunderbolts?
Bob.
What?
You didn't know that was Bill Pullman's son?
No!
Yeah. Yeah.
Bill Pullman's son was Sentry?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
if you think about it,
Best Nepo baby ever. I love him.
yeah, doesn't it? If you think about it, the way that his face moves
Oh, God.
kind of looks exactly like Bill Pullman. I want him to play a spoof of Kylo Ren.
That's Bill Pullman's kid.
Yeah, that's why he has half his face.
Yeah.
Oh.
The right half.
But he was good as Bob. I
he's
did
really
like him.
good.
Yeah, he's really
I'm
talented.
kind of glad I didn't know that was Bill
Yeah.
Pullman's kid until this moment.
I didn't.
Dude,
know
I
it
mean,
was
he
still
has
after
to
the movie.
join Spaceballs. He has to.
See, like
Kylo Ren spoof.
I wasn't any kind of anything about him. I didn't even know he was an actor until I saw Thunderbolts, and I'm like, yes, I want that kid in Spaceballs too. So yeah, that just came out. Yeah, of course, his dad is going to come back as Lone Star. And I want to see Lewis Pullman in there too, in his sad, serious face.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's such a baby boy.
The line in Spaceballs, I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate, will still be applicable in this movie.
I love it.
You just need to add one more thing and we can bring this joke back.
Sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that Lewis Pullman will play a character named Starburst, the son of Queen Vespa and Lone Star. Franchise newcomer Kiki Palmer will play a role by the name of Destiny.
I like Kiki
Keke
Palmer.
The
Palmer.
two, along with Gad, are the leads. Gad?
I mean, not
Yes.
Josh. Josh Gad.
Who is he's from Book of Mormon is what most people would know him from.
Ollie, I am your
the
grandfather's
Olaf
brother's.
is what people would
Yes,
know
Olaf.
him for if they don't know Broadway.
Or that TV show, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Sure.
Was he Bill Pullman's son? He might have been the president's son, and that might have been Bill Pullman, but I don't remember. Anyway, Cora.
All right. I have been like really excited about talking about this one all night.
Oh, jeez.
So we have a new anime coming out based on a manga that was written by Hawkman and drawn by Mecha Robot. No, I don't know anything else they've done. I can't tell you that. These are
Hawkman.
Hawkman, all one word.
Do go on.
And that is the fantastic comedy horror manga Night of the Living Cat.
No.
Yes, I said it correctly.
Yes.
There's a 2-minute release of this of the first episode. If y'all want to go check it out, it's on
No, thank you.
YouTube. No, it's so funny. So, okay, here's the premise. A mysterious virus has spread that causes people to transform into cats when they cuddle with them.
Get them.
The protagonist, Kunagi, must fight his urge to snuggle with cats in order to survive this bizarre and crazy world. That's the premise. That's it. I'm sold.
What
I
kind of
want this.
ridiculous shit is...
See, it will be debuting on July 6th. However, if you're at Anime Expo, one, I hate you because I would love to be there instead. They will be showing episode 1 early on July 3rd. And if you're at a film festival that's in Japan, you will get to see both of the first 2 episodes. And the 3rd and 4th episode will be at a later date as well. Early. Now, the crew for this is actually pretty impressive. For the chief director, we have the live-action Blade of the Immortal director Takashi Miike. We also have Tomohiro Tamitani. I was unable to find other work he had done that was something all of us would recognize. Let's go ahead and go on Duocam here. The script supervisor is Shingo Ire, who did Log Horizon, one of my favorite anime. If you like Sword Art Online, you should watch Log Horizon and learn what good writing is. Thank you. Takao Maki, who did the character designs for Blue Period, will be doing the character designs for this, and the music for this will all be done by Koji Endo, who did the music for the live-action Ace Attorney movie. which is baller. This is going to be really fun. It's great. I promise. It looks so good. Please watch this. This is more of a plea to, like, the people on this show. The thing that makes it funny is the fact that they are taking this dead serious, like it is a zombie apocalypse. But it's a swarm of cats that have cuddled them. And that's just, and then you watch as they I don't want to say goofily, as they turn into a cat. That's funny to me. Like,
It's objectively funny.
Yeah, it subverted my expectations because I saw it without context.
Sure.
Just scrolling
And
through.
context is definitely needed. This is some.
I was
wow.
just scrolling through reels and that popped up and I was like, oh, this looks like a really cool horror. And then cats showed up. I was like, what?
I saw this earlier this week, and I somehow realized that it was going to pop up on the show.
Of course it was going
Yeah,
to.
What do you
Yeah.
mean somehow?
You know what? I knew this was going to pop up on the show, and I knew exactly who was going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I will also say the show is technically called Night of the Living Cat. However, official documentation has been changing it to Night, like Nya.
I actually saw it as night, and then she said that, and I was like, Isaac, hold up, say that again.
And I had to point out the official. Oh.
What the heck? Next there. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's just a pop up.
Okay.
I don't need that.
I don't know. We'll address that later. I think the stream is still going. So.
Yeah, the stream is still going, so it's fine. I just can't reply in chat.
Anyway.
Yeah,
we'll do that later. But
It'll be
wow.
really fun. Everyone should watch this, especially the people on the show should watch the first episode with me.
This is ridiculous enough for me to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be any more ridiculous
Of course.
than Cromartie High School. Nothing is more ridiculous.
Please go check out Cora talking about that show on this channel. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to a friend in the channel, Bookmark by Brittany, a recent newcomer to the YouTube sphere, has started a channel. Go check out her content if you like it. Give her a sub and some likes. She is a buddy of mine, and she is jumping headfirst into YouTube. Good. Thanks for joining us in the chat, bud.
Lovely.
But yeah, that's all I got.
This is Neon.
Wild.
What the
Yeah. Nyite. I'm just a little.
Anyway, I don't know how to follow that except to say good night, everybody. No, seriously. Yeah, that's it for us tonight. Guys, like I said, Saturday, if you're engaging in anything for National Bourbon Day, nothing else going on that day, make sure you are safe. Please follow some of the tips that we gave at the beginning of the show of what you should do if you were to go out and celebrate National Bourbon Day. And let's all hope for rain in Washington, D.C. this weekend. A lot of it.
That would be so fucking
so
funny.
funny.
That's forecasted.
I know.
Oh,
Amazing.
yeah.
Anyway,
Like to cancellation amounts.
I mean,
so that
just-
would be so
I mean, no, they
funny.
need the
Rain
hydration.
is
Do you
Right.
know what else is happening?
Nothing.
The Pope is giving a speech at
Oh,
that
yeah.
exact time.
Oh yeah,
There's some counter programming going on.
He showed up in a White Sox cap the other day. Like,
I love our new Pope.
I haven't seen any of his policy, but like he's got a
Yeah,
chill.
the vibe he has is
Yeah,
what
he's
I'm
got
loving.
vibes.
Anyone that's going
Like I said,
specifically
if
against that, I'm happy.
But like I said before, if you're celebrating National Bourbon Day, just wear your sunscreen, nondescript clothing, don't take selfies, and goggles and possibly a mask of some sort, and heat-resistant gloves, I believe is one.
Yeah,
That was a good one, too.
You know, to protect your skin.
and
and
if you see me, know that I will blur your faces if I'm there with a pro
But
camera.
anyway, everybody have fun. That's what it's all about.
And be
careful.
peaceful.
And be peaceful. Turn your phones off. Anyway, that is it for us. Thank you for joining us this week. Please go check out supercoolnerdshow.com. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're putting out videos and shorts. I think I'm at the end of all of our stuff from DreamHack interviews. Thank you to all the indie creators that we got to view and play their games and talk to them. Please check them out as well, especially like Letter Loss. That was one of my favorite ones that we experienced over the weekend. And some of our shorts, we are loading those up from DreamHack 2025 and Fan Expo Dallas 2025. Thank you for all the comments on them. Everybody seems to really like them. We have more that we will be posting. And apparently I'm going to stream Stellar Blade. So
Clearly.
I'm I don't know what I'm getting into, but okay.
It looks good.
It was requested. I will do it. Please watch when
Jason's a sucker. He'll do anything.
I will. Anyway.
Tell him that you want him to play the KFC cooking dating sim.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you want to follow us, follow us at Supercool Nerd Show or at SCNS Live on Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and I think that's all the places we are. And of course, Facebook.com/SCNS Live.
We have new cards. You
We
can't
do.
see them.
Card.
I mean, give me the card.
I took a close-up picture.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
Go. I was going to show it on camera.
I mean,
Of
I
the
just-
new logo.
Social media
They're
stuff.
pretty cool. I like this logo. I worked really hard on this. I want it to look good in the cards too. Anyway, if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at JasonTheX.
Find me on Instagram and Threads at The Good Cass, where I'm complaining about stuff, and then also Blue Sky at Moon Pie.
Find me on Instagram and Blue Sky at BetterCat.
You can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Koro Dono Art. That's Koro with a K.
All right. That is it for us, guys. We will see you next week. And as we always say around here,
Keep on nerding.